picked him for an LCS MVP, didn't come through. World Series MVP, Clayton Kershaw. And if it's not him, I hope my guy Puig gets it.
Are there any other good bets out there? Come on, give me a couple of good bets for the series.
Oh, okay. Dodgers in 6. I'm going to do an exacta there. Dodgers in 6 is the one I would go with. What are you laughing at? You asked me. I had it in the chamber. I made it last night.
I knew.
Yeah, I made it last night. Dodgers in 6. I like that one.
What did you say right before we came on the air when I talked and I said, what about your gambling?
Oh, I'm not. You asked me if I was a great gambler. Of course not. I'm a losing gambler.
I'm a terrible gambler.
But
it's
I
the
love
Dodgers in 6.
I work this hard so I have enough money that I can fritter some away gambling and still be able to provide for my family.
Oh, great dad. Great husband.
Mediocre
great partner.
husband. No, I didn't say all those things. Great dad,
partner.
mediocre husband.
We'll get to the Falcons' big night in a second, but first,
He knows she's not watching.
Exactly. I just talked to her. Good job.
Derek Rose with the nasty crossover on Bojan Bogdanovic.
Oh, good job. Good pronunciation, Jenna.
Watch him cross him up.
G-Rose having a nice little year
He
now.
really is. He finished up last year really strong, followed up this year nice.
Next up, Steph
Jimmy
Curry
Butler threatened him.
put Devin Booker on skates before hitting the 3 in his face.
Speaking of a nice year.
Dude is on a mission.
Yeah.
Like, dude's on a mission. All them other Warriors talking craziness, Steph is getting it done. Night after night. Steph trying to take that ring back. Hadn't been able to get that finals MVP.
Finally, little Monday
He might
Night
be running
Football.
for MVP this year.
Oh, I think you're right.
OBJ with the toe drag for the touchdown in the
drag
Giants'
swag.
loss to the Falcons.
Yeah, he needed a lot more swag. Eli should have threw this up there before he run those stupid quarterbacks. Yeah.
Odell legitimately could have had 3 touchdowns last night. Eli missed him on one. The announcers blamed Odell. Eli didn't throw it to him on the second one. This one, when the game was already decided, that's when he throws it to him.
You guys want to do a little in or out?
I would love nothing more, Jenna.
Last night, the Falcons beat the Giants, who just talked about it, 23-20. They're now 3-4 after winning for the second straight week. CCU went around on the Falcons being back in the playoff hunt.
Listen, I'm in on Matty Ice.
Yeah.
I'm in on Dan Quinn. Don't think he's got this roster playing, but they still need a few more wins. So I got to be out for now. It's still early. I'm out now.
Yeah, you start 1-4. What's your path to playoffs? Going 10-1. So there's alive, but am I back in the playoff hunt? No, I'm out. There's 8 teams better than them right now in the NFC, and only 6 gonna make it, so I'm out.
Yeah, the fat lady hadn't singing, Jenna. She's eating a little appetizer.
She's stressed.
Yeah, she's eating appetizer. Might take 2 or 3 entrees. We need a couple more wins.
Why she's the fat lady. On Sunday, Adam Thielen became the 5th player in NFL history with 100 receiving yards in 7 straight games. Folks over at Pro Football Focus rank him the best wide receiver in the NFL so far this season. CCU went around on Thielen being the best receiver in the National Football League.
I would say coming into the season, he would be on the list of the top 15 guys. But as guys, it's about who's playing the best. No one's playing better than him in football. So, yes, I'm in, Jenna. Adam Thielen has been the best wide receiver in 2018.
I'm out. I think he's been the most productive. I think the best receiver so far this year has been Tyreek Hill. And I think we're taking it past this year. Thielen hasn't done it long enough. But just this year alone, I'd have him second to Tyreek Hill in Kansas City. But he's having a tremendous year. You said it yesterday. Halfway through the year, those first-team all-pro receiver spots, they might be locked up.
Yeah.
Thielen and Hill, barring an injury or some amazing run by Julio, seems like those are going to be your 2 guys.
All right, on to the Jaguars, who benched Blake Bortles for Cody Kessler in the middle of Sunday's loss to the Texans. Yesterday, head coach Doug Marrone said Bortles will be back as the starter Sunday against the Eagles over in London. Nick, you went around on the Giants' decision to start Bortles this week.
I'm out. The coach pulled him from the game. That was the hard decision. He didn't said after when he was asked at the press conference, is Blake your starter? He said, hey, there's competition. He didn't let the competition happen. Didn't let him go to practice. Didn't let him do anything. He just gave Blake the starting job right back. Let Cody Kessler have a start and see if he can just not turn the ball over. Blake couldn't do that.
The sexy British lady, Jenna, she wants to see Blake Bortles. So I was in on Cody Kessler. We was playing in the U.S., but the sexy British lady, she said she want to see Blake Bortles. So
he's
I'm
great
in.
in London.
Bring Blake Bortles back for London because the sexy British lady makes a request.
Can't wait for Monday when that's...
Where is she? Where? Bring her out now. No.
Do you want the sexy British name? I'll do the sexy British. They reports are surfacing that Cardinal 7-time Pro Bowl corner Patrick Peterson has requested a trade. He is preferred.
She ain't real quick.
Not too bright. Not a bright British
All
lady.
right. I realized halfway through who she was. His preferred destination being the Saints. Nick, you in or out on the Saints trying to acquire Peterson?
Oh, I'm in. I'm in on any contender trying to acquire this guy. He doesn't talk as much as Jalen. His team wasn't as good last year as Jalen's, obviously. He's the best corner in football. Yeah. Jalen might have been better last year, barely. But he's a great year every year. This guy I love these stories. 5-star, top 5 pick, Pro Bowl immediately. A guy who was supposed to be great and has been great at every level. Yes, if you can get him, you shut down a third of the field if you have Patrick Peterson.
Biggest problem is, I like him, I'm in on it, but the Saints don't have a #1 pick this year. They'd have to go because they traded up for Davenport, already a project. But I'm in on any team that wants to be able to trade for Patrick Peterson, a class act on and off the field, a great leader in Arizona's locker room, and going back to where he played college football. Oh, yeah, I'm totally in on it. Sean Payton, let's go get Drew Brees another championship.
I like it. On to the NBA. Last night, Kyle Kuzma started for the first time this season. He scored 37 points. Kuzma scoring 21 points per game, which is second on the team. See you in or out on Kyle Kuzma remaining in the Lakers starting lineup?
Okay, Jenna, this is my big problem.
Okay.
All right?
Let me hear.
Earlier when we did this, I was out on it. But I got a source in the NBA that said, man, we got to be in Kyle Kuzma. We got to be in on him, Chris. We got to move off of Ingram. He is not a long-time answer for the Los Angeles Lakers. He was a bad choice. He's got a bad body. His overall strength is not going to increase. No, Kuzma is a better prospect. Based on my source right here.
All this
right here.
Did it happen?
It did. I saw it.
Yeah, my brother Butch. What up, dude?
He's so bad.
I can't say that?
No.
You can't divulge your sources.
Crush Ingram and then say who's told you. Oh, what are you doing?
You're the worst. Let me tell you a secret, okay?
So CeCe's now out. You're now. I'm sorry. You're now in.
I was in. Butch is out.
Okay, whatever.
So
whatever it is. This is
Nick, you talk now.
All right. Kuzma right now is a better player than Brandon Ingram, but Kuzma cannot remain in the starting lineup. Why? The Lakers made a big bet on Ingram. When they didn't include him in a Kawhi Leonard trade, when they didn't make him available, they made a big bet he can be the third best player on a champion a year from now. So you've got to give him the minutes. You've got to give him the chance to develop. He made a big leap year 1 to year 2. Even if smart people are skeptical of him, you've got to give him a chance over the course of the season to make that leap to a 20-plus per game score. And they don't have any other starting forward spots available. Like LeBron's a starting forward. It's either Ingram or Kuzma at the other starting forward. So Kuzma's going to have to come off the bench for them. The starter they should change is KCP out and Josh Hart in. But that's another discussion. You're in trouble, man. Your family going to be mad at you.
Butch is going to be smoking.
Mad at you.
Coming up. Yep, that's the word I use. To John Gruden, rip off the Cowboys. That's next on First Thing.
Hey, I got to have a fall guy. Here, put it down. I'm seeing Butch.
No.